What is going on, you guys? We're back here with some BMX the game. In this episode, I have something that you guys have been asking about for a while. If you guys hit that like button, we'll further into the video, but I just want to ask you guys to hit that real quick for me. It really helps me out. It gets my videos out there, it gets me some more subscribers, more views, and then more likes, so it's just sort of a continuous circle. But you guys are always asking me to do how-tos on two different tricks, and generally those two main tricks are toboggans and tuck no-handers, and these are the two newest, I guess not newest, but they're two really new tricks that that most people struggle with doing, and I was able to do them for the longest time, and I was planning on making a how-to video, and right about when I thought that I was gonna do my how-to video, I had been like, I had gone to start trying to do them, and I couldn't do them anymore. I just kept trying and trying. I couldn't get them. Couldn't get them to work at all. I wasn't sure why. I thought that they took them out of the game, or that there was a bug in the game. But I've come to realize that my R2 and L2 do not work for this game. And so at first I was kind of mad. I thought there was a problem with this game, because as you guys know, there are quite a few bugs here and there throughout the game. But as I got to messing with it, I played a couple other games on my computer, and I realized that my R2 and L2 didn't work on those games either. So my reason that I can't get my toboggans and tuck nose is my software that I'm using to connect my PS3 controller to my computer is it doesn't let me use R2 and L2 anymore, and I'm not sure why, because it did for the longest time and it just randomly stopped. So that's really irritating, and that's the reason I can't do that. I've been trying to figure it out for the longest time, and I finally have figured it out. Like, I can't, like right now I'm hitting both the buttons and my brakes don't go in at all. And I don't understand why it'd be just R2 and L2. It really makes no sense to me at all. I've been trying to kind of figure it out, but I really can't find any real solutions as to why it might be doing this. I think I'm gonna uninstall all my software for my controller connecting to my computer, and I'm gonna reinstall it later. And hopefully this fixes my problem. I'm not sure if it will, but it really is the best bet. It's about the only thing that I can try to do and know how to do, and think that I can solve this problem. So I'm gonna give that a shot here eventually. Probably gonna try that after this video. Kind of really getting hung up on everything in this video. Keep running into stuff. But so yeah, that's the reason I've been able to do those tricks. It's been driving me nuts for a while now. So there's the reasoning behind it. I'm not too happy about it. I'm gonna try to fix it rather soon, but I really don't know what I'm gonna do about it. And it's not my controllers either. I've swapped out through multiple PS3 controllers while experiencing this problem. And then I'll use my PS3 controllers to play Skate or to play some PS3 game, and my controller works just fine. So it is the program that's connecting my controllers to the computer, I think. I don't know what else it would be, because I don't think it's the game either, because all games I've played have the same problem. So that's my main reason that I've been able to do that. On to the next subject. Today, this one, they're completely different. Usually I link my subjects together a little bit throughout my videos, but I just wanted to get that spit out, and then I'm going to talk about this as well. But today, it was rather nice out. It got up to like high 40s today. And kind of sunny. I'm getting that first person mode, just isn't working for me. But so it wasn't really nice out, but for what it's been recently, I can consider that nice. So I was gonna go ride my bike. I didn't have to work today, so I figured I'd get a good day into biking. And I get home and my tire's flat. My back tire has had a slow leak for probably over a year now that I've been dealing with. About every time I go ride, I have to pump up my tire. And then I have other inner tubes, and I've just never really got around to putting a spare one in. I don't know if it's being lazy or if I'm busy, or I don't know. I just never really got around to it. It's never really been on my list to do. So I've had a slow leak forever. It's sort of a given. When I go ride my bike, I'm gonna have to pump up my tire. So I go out to go ride my bike, and my tire's flat. So I go over to my compressor to pump up my tire, and my compressor's broken. So that didn't really work. I'm trying to switch my bike here, and it accidentally hit the wrong button. I can't seem to find the button at all. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Normally I can get it first try. I don't know what took so long there. So I go to go pump up my tire, and my compressor's broken. So then I sit trying to get my compressor to fire on, which is, if you guys don't know, it's the air pump. It's what I use to pump up my tires. So then I'm kind of sitting there looking at it, and then my second option is to put my bike on my roof rack and then drive to the nearest gas station and then get air for my tire there. And I really didn't want to do that, because by the time I did that, I didn't get to go out and ride until probably 6 or so. So by the time I finally got out and did that, it probably would have been starting to get dark out already. So I figured that I wasn't gonna do that. So I was kind of sort of diddly-doddling around my garage looking for an air pump or like a hand pump, and I came across my skateboard, and so I decided, you know what, maybe I'll just go pedal, maybe I'll just go push around town. I haven't skated in years. Maybe I'll just go do that. So I get out my skateboard. I'm kind of excited about it, actually, because I haven't skated in so long. I never really was too good. I learned how to ride really messed up, so I kind of ruined the sport for myself. When I push, like when I'm just riding, pushing through town and doing manuals and stuff, I have really good board control. Like I can constantly, you know, I can hop off curbs, I can manual for quite a ways at a time. You know, I can go over big cracks off curbs, you know. I have really good board control when I'm riding goofy. That's when I'm pushing around town, I ride goofy. But I can't ollie, I have like, the second I try to pop my board, it's like I lose all my coordination. It's like I have absolutely no balance or something once I try to do an ollie. But then when I switch over to regular, I can pop high ollies, and I can do high ollies and land them, and I can almost land heel flips. I've landed a couple, and I can, after I practice them for about a couple minutes, I can usually land it with 1 foot about every time. So I learned how to ride really messed up, so that kind of ruined my experience for skateboarding. So I get out and I go start pushing around goofy, and I think, you know what, maybe I'm just going to teach myself how to ride regular or normal. I'm just going to teach myself how to push and manual like that, since I already have ollies down. So I take off in my alley. It's like broken crappy concrete and gravel all over, and I take off riding normal, which feels extremely uncomfortable. It's like riding switch practically for me. So I take off riding like that through this crappy alley with my like very low amount of balance for riding like this. And the first thing that happens right when I hop on my board is I nail a pebble. I hit a little rock and fall and scrape up my hand instantly. And it's so funny because that's such the typical skateboard thing to do, is to have to hit a rock and then scrape your hands or elbows. And it's so funny because instantly I do it. So I was like, got all irritated and mad. Grabbed my board, picked it up, carried it to the end of the alley, and got to the little better pavement and pushed away goofy. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to ride how I normally ride. So I pushed my way up to the school, which is where I always go ride my bike and skateboard. It's like the best thing I have for a skate park practically. So I get my way up to the school, and I finally get to the school, and once I get up there, I switch over to regular and start practicing heel flips and ollies. And I'm going, and after about probably 5 minutes of practicing my ollies, I got my ollies back. After I got warmed up, I could do pretty good ollies again. And about 5 minutes in, I realized I'm tearing my shoes up terrible. My Vans are my nice pair of Vans, and I just completely destroyed them in a matter of like 5 minutes. I put all big gouges in the side of them, and this kind of made me realize that things aren't made the way they used to be made. And I'm even young to be saying that, but even in the small amount of time that I've grown up, I've realized how often I see things that break that never used to. When I was a kid, I bought my first MP3 player, and that thing lasted me for like 5 years. It never glitched. I dropped it down the stairs. It went through the wash. By the end of its life, it lasted 5 years. It had a cracked screen. It's been through the wash, so it had water problems, so the screen didn't work either. And then it still worked though. It still worked fine. I had the buttons memorized, and I can get through and get to my music and play my music. Now you buy an iPad, iPhone, anything, and it lasts you a couple months and it starts glitching out or the screen cracks like extremely easy. And things have just became so cheap. That's how companies make everything just ridiculously cheap, so then it breaks and you come right back to them and buy another. They have figured out how to do it perfectly, and that's one thing that's always irritated me. I cannot stand when companies make things to break. And you see it a lot with certain things. It's extremely obvious in some cases, like iPhones especially, that are just so stupidly weak. Like, you drop it from half-inch off the ground and there's a probability of cracking your screen, and that's just so irritating. And that's one thing that that makes me want to. I've always been like kind of business oriented, as you guys know, but that's one thing that's really driven me too, is I'd like to be able to make a product that I'm not sure whether it be clothing, whether it be electronics, whether it be a bike, whether it be car stuff, whatever. I'd like to make something that lasts. I'd like to be able to have the name that something lasts and it is actually made with quality. It's not a junker. It's not going to fail you in the first month. You won't have to worry about buying a warranty. If you know, they sell the warranties because they know it's going to break, and then they get extra money out of you from the warranty, and chances are the warranty doesn't work anyways. So it's just stuff like that is kind of irritating, and I hope that you guys can understand, you guys can relate, whether you had like a PlayStation or an Xbox overheat or a PlayStation overheat, or maybe you're older and then you had car problems. You know, you buy a car from a dealership and it breaks down the next day, or an engine light comes on the next day because they just deleted the code. It's just how people are. It's just how things work now in the business industry. And that's my rant for today, you guys. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. It was a little different, maybe a little boring to some of you, but it might have been more interesting to some of you more business-oriented kind of minded people. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Let me know if you made it to the end of the video by leaving a smiley face at the end of whatever you comment, or just commenting a smiley face in general. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.